So nothing like getting caught on a fish net at 9 a.m. to get your blood pumping. After many months, we are back to some sense of normality. Ella, as always, is trying to bend the rules of cockpit. Ella, cockpit. Yeah? Have to go, cockpit. Come on. Always trying to bend the rules. This little one. Ella, cockpit. Come on. Up, up. Go. Focus. You can do it. Ella, cockpit. Now. Come on. Struggles of a sailor dog. Oh, Ella. Come on, cockpit. Shh. Oi, cockpit now. Yeah, it's not just a bum that needs to be in the cockpit. Oi, cockpit now. Come on, back, back, back. Yeah. Back to normal. Dilemmas of what it is considered being in the cockpit. Is it just the back paws or a little bit more? But in her defense, there's this bird flying around the boat that is tormenting her. What? There she goes again. Where's the birdie? Where is he? Ella. Look at how fast they're going. They're coming to play at our bow. I'm gonna do my little catch up of the day, my summary. It's our second day at sea. It's 7 a.m. We just finished the night shifts. This trip we're trying to do a 4-hour shift so that we can have a bit more time to rest overnight. That worked pretty well for me. I managed to do probably sleep 3 full hours, and then the rest was a bit of a snooze here and there between settling, and then John woke me up for something in the middle of the night, I don't remember. Need to ask how John got along with the 4-hour shift, because usually he has difficulty sleeping while we're sailing. He gets a bit too rattled up and kind of thinks he might be missing something, so he doesn't go to sleep when he's supposed to sleep, and he tends to fall asleep on his watch. Another thing that we started doing is setting up a timer on our Apple Watches for every 15 minutes while we're on watch, because it vibrates on your wrist, so if you kind of doze off by accident, you wake up, and that seemed to have worked pretty well. Previous sails in previous seasons, we've done always 3-hour sails, 3-hour shifts, and it's a bit exhausting if you don't manage to fall asleep immediately. It seems like it's not enough for the two of us to rest enough. Anyway, we'll have to talk to John to see how he thought about our 4-hour shifts today, see if it worked out for him. So I'm a bit tired, but I'm not as shattered as I usually am. So I think for me it was positive to change to 4 hours. I would like to change to 5 hours, but let's see how it goes.
Ask your question.
So 4-hour shifts versus 3-hour shifts?
I think the 4-hour shifts are okay. I think my difficulty with 4-hour shifts is that generally we work 8 to midnight, midnight to 4, and the midnight to 4 doesn't matter who gets it.
Graveyard shift.
It's the graveyard shift. It's really hard, really, really hard. And if you've been off shift between 8 and midnight, you've slept a bit, and it's difficult to then wake up and be awake from midnight to 4. So it gets hard. Doesn't matter who does it.
What about the new thing that we're trying to do with the watch to kind of wake you up every 15 minutes if you happen to fall asleep on your watch? Did it work for you?
It worked for me. I think it was good. It's a little annoying because you go, oh, it hasn't gone off yet. And you check and you go, oh, there's still 3 minutes to go.
I guess the idea is not for you to go to sleep. It's just in case you go to sleep. But anyway.
Yeah. But what I'd like it to do, what I reckon Apple should do, is have it a recursive automatic every 15 minutes buzz for 30 seconds and then do another 15 minutes and buzz for 30 seconds. See if they can.
Probably it does.
Probably there is one. They pay for it.
No, probably it does. I just don't know. I haven't checked yet.
Okay. But no, it worked for me. First time we've used it, and sure, last year there was a few times I fell asleep for more than 15 minutes. And it happens. It happens.
To both of us.
Especially after 2 days at sea, 2 days, 2 nights, you get very tired. But we're working on that.
What else is going on? Yesterday was quite interesting because we were a bit worried about checking out. Due to the COVID situation, we were in Tunisia for a bit more than we should have. We've pretty much overstayed almost 3 months, or actually a bit more than 3 months. And although there was on the news a publication of a waiver for overstays and similar situations from the government, it's always a bit of an unknown situation when you get to the customs docks. They don't necessarily are up to date with the latest guidance from the government. So anyway, we've checked our weather window. 7 a.m. was the time to leave our spot. There was a very tight spot. We had a catamaran in front of us, which means that our spot's actually for a 40 foot, not for a 50 foot, so it's very difficult to turn. We called the marineros to help us, to assist us turning if we needed, but John managed to maneuver it brilliantly. Like, it was not even need for the marina dinghy to assist us turning. We got to the fuel dock at 7:15. It took us 45 minutes to fuel up, almost 500 liters of fuel, and then we started customs process, and it took us 2 hours, literally 2 hours. It's not the first time we check out from Hammamet, so we kind of know the procedure already. But this time, after I surrendered the passports and the boat documents for checkout at immigration, they pick up the documents and told me to go back to the boat, which is not what we've done the previous times. The process is quite lengthy, but usually I stay there with them and chit-chatting with them, and anyway, kind of lightening up the room because they're a bit grumpy. This time I was told to go back to the boat and that they would come to us in 30 minutes. And time passed by, no one showed up. I grabbed the iPad and went to check in the marina office, which is right next door, for a weather forecast update. And I passed that at the Office of Immigration to see if everything was okay, if they were missing anything. They said nope, they were just pending receiving an email from the administration, which I believe it's a new procedure due to coronavirus. Anyway, so we waited yet another hour. Our friends from Tunisia were going fishing, as usually. And when they left the dock, the same pontoon as us, they thought that we were already at sea, so they were kind of a bit rushing to get out. They were very surprised to see us at the dock. And anyway, they left the marina, they went on with their lives and gone fishing. Eventually we were also discharged from the arrival pontoon or the customs dock, and we departed. We hoisted our mainsail, and all of a sudden we see in the horizon this powerboat coming towards us really fast. And we're like, oh, they're coming, our friends are coming to see us. And it was a very exciting moment, because I think we've never actually had a farewell like that. We tend to say goodbye to people the day before, and then we kind of calmly go. But yesterday, they came and say goodbye to us, and it was a pretty emotional moment. Ella absolutely adored. Anyway, she's over there. She's having a denial moment. It's been 7 months and a half that we've been in a marina, so we haven't sailed for 7 months and a half. So she's having a bit of a denial moment. She doesn't want to go pee-pee on her mat. So yeah, she's over there staring at the blue as always, waiting to see how she's gonna get out of this situation and not having to pee on the mat. But young lady, there's 5 more days of this, so you're gonna go. So what about yesterday checkout? Because you're the one who usually stays on the boat. Boring as hell.
Seemed to be very long. 3 hours was a long time to check out of a country, but understandable given the current circumstances that they're following new processes and new rules and being sure about who they let out of the country and who they don't.
And it was the very first day.
I think we might have been the first vessel to depart,
the
actually.
Country.
Yeah.
So it was the very first day.
Well, the first...
And it was on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help.
I don't know why you'd make the first day on a Sunday, but they did.
So, do you want to talk about it? What just happened?
We picked up a fishing line. We've been passing these 2 fishing vessels for the last couple of hours, and we thought they were picking their lines up, but it appears they were actually just putting them in.
Yeah.
And you can just see, you might not be able to see it anymore, there's 4 orange buoys just in the water.
Right there. And we think the fishing vessel that owns it is the one right there. So John, all of a sudden, see an orange thing really close to the boat. We just had enough time to
stop the engine. Most important thing
get it out of gear.
In this situation is to take the boat off gear. Otherwise, you get the line on the prop.
Drop the mainsail really fast. It was a dead drop. We just dropped it.
Yeah.
Dropped the platform.
Just a single line we caught.
Yeah, and it was orange, bright orange.
Bright orange, so we saw
bright
it.
orange, so we saw it, and it got caught on the keel.
Yeah. We had to cut it.
We grabbed the
2 ends and then retied it so that he has a chance to get his fishing gear back.
Boat hook off the side. We managed to grab it, drop the platform, cut it. We had a fishing line also out.
We had our fishing line out.
Almost got caught on our propeller, almost sure of it, but anyway. This is a reprieve of last sail of the season.
Yes.
Fuck's sakes. Anyway, look at who's panicked, huh? So, of course, the moment he realized that we got caught, what does he do instead of coming to help? He fucks off. Turns the engine and beeps off. Turns the engine and disappears into the distance. Anyway, we were nice and we retied the line that we cut before setting it loose. So, anyway, maybe someone can still get his paycheck at the end of the day. Good job, boyfriend.
Oh, good job from both of us.
Good job. Gosh, had it been at night, it would have been a nightmare. Anyway, Bonito! Come, Bonito!
Now I've got to untangle my line.
We'll be fine. So, nothing like getting caught on a fish net at 9 a.m. to get your blood pumping. Thank you so much to the fishing vessel Queen for rendering assistance to us that got caught on your fishing net. Lovely. He was just there. When we had to drop the sail super fast, stop the engine and everything, he started coming our way. We thought that he was coming to assist us, so we picked up the line to see if we can avoid cutting it or if we could cut it and retie it again. The moment he realized that we were really caught on it, he just revved up his engine and turned around and left. Lovely, huh? Lovely demonstration of seamanship when someone gets caught on your own crap, the one that you're using to fish. So we were nice enough to tie it, but anyway, you're very welcome for firing up our morning.
So this is what we call polite downwind sailing. We've got about 17 knots of true wind. We're doing 5.3 to 5.7 knots speed over ground. Got Malta just down here, and we're going to traverse over the top of Malta. We're getting into the shipping lanes, so we've got a lot of cargo ships and tankers that we're going to have to start negotiating soon. And just with the mainsail, we're able to get some good downwind sailing. We're not going super fast, but we're going as fast as we need to. Still on track. Another 5 days to go, and we will arrive in Marmaris, Turkey.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our social media. Head out to our Patreon page and buy the dog a bone.